morning, everybody. It is Thursday. It is Cotton Cuts 9:30 a.m. here in St. Louis. Thank you so much for joining us. It is a beautiful morning here. I am sad. This week, I am not joined by my two lovely co-hosts, Lincoln and Dominic. They are unfortunately in school. Funny story, they were like, can we join you every live and just pull us out of school every Thursday? Mr. Cotton Cuts was not a big fan of this plan. And so the boys are in school today. They'll join us. They'll continue to pop up for lives every now and then because they had a lot of fun. And I know that everyone had a lot of fun with them. So good morning. We have a lot of things on today's agenda. We're going to cover questions that have been submitted from you guys at cottoncuts.com live. We're also going to talk about, we're going to answer this age-old question. Can quilters sew a dress? That's coming up in our Cotton Cuts Care segment. We are going to be giving away a 6-month membership to someone who participated all last week. We are going to take a peek at our community tree, and we're going to talk about a new and different way to think about UFOs. So it's super action-packed. Grab your coffee if you don't have it already, and away we go. So we're going to start, as we always do, with questions from you guys. So we have two that have been submitted that we're going to share now. So Fiona Voss from Rhode Island. Thank you so much, Fiona, for your question. She asked, I often hear the term sew a flying geese from quilters. What does this mean? So Fiona, very valid question. This is one of these ones that you hear flying geese. It's kind of this thing. I think we've even mentioned it the past couple of lives. I think, hold on one second. I think we have a sample here somewhere. Okay, yeah, sorry. When we sewed the stitchets, we kind of demoed what these look like, but I'll show you what a flying geese is and then kind of talk about it. So this is a flying geese. And so a flying geese is a triangle that has two right angle triangles sewed onto it like wings. And if you get a whole bunch of these together and you stack them on top of each other, they almost look like flying geese in formation. And so this is kind of this is a complicated quilting move because this little corner here, a lot of people like to keep that triangle, and sewing it and measuring it and calculating it is actually complicated. It's a complicated angle to sew and get right. And so this is it's a common building block. I would say I've lost many a tip on my flying geese, and it's actually okay, and we survive. There's an easier way to do it, and that's actually sew half square triangles together. If you break this triangle up, you could have two half square triangles, which are very easy to sew, and you get the same effect. This is, but this is what we typically think of when we think of flying geese. And so that is what a flying geese is. There are a berserker number of tutorials and videos and shortcuts and special rulers you can buy to help you get the perfect flying geese. But that is what a flying goose is. Is it goose? Can we say goose? I think we're going to say goose. Okay, so next question. Thank you, Fiona, for that question. Is from Susan Davidson from Belleville, Illinois. Oh, that's right across the river. Thank you so much, Susan, for your question. What does it mean by a scant quarter inch? Okay, we get this question a lot. And this is something that quilters live by, breathe by, and eat by. So when you're sewing your seams, you're always told quarter inch seams. That's kind of the universal standard for when you're sewing pieces together. However, what happens is when you sew your fabric together and you open it up, you actually lose one thread on that seam. Just the fact that the fabric is folding over on itself, there's a little bit of thickness there, and you lose approximately one thread of fabric. So what quilters have come up with is this concept of a scant quarter inch. And what that means is you sew it just one thread less than a quarter inch. You just move it over just a tiniest little bit. So that way, when you open up your fabric, they will be exactly a quarter inch. So you're accommodating for the loss by bringing it into your seam allowance. It's tricky. And to be clear, every sewing machine's quarter inch is different. I've used 2 different sewing machines, and it just takes practice. It all depends on how precise you want your dimensions to be, how important the quarter inch is. Yes, Terry, these are fantastic questions this morning. I love it. This is super educational, and I love sharing all this knowledge with everybody because I've had these questions before, and the internet helps, and I can go and search up all this awesome stuff. Okay, so thank you all for joining us. I see we've had a lot of people pop in. That's why we start with the questions. If you are joining us on YouTube or Facebook, Don't forget to accept the terms and conditions so that way we can see your lovely name in the comments. And my team, who is monitoring all these channels, can answer your questions as you join. So we are going to be giving away free stuff. We're going to be giving away a Chroma Super Pop at the end of this broadcast. And we are also giving away a chance to appear with me next week on this live. This is something we've been trying to figure out how to, add more and make this cool. And if you are watching us now and you want to be here and tell us fun stories with me, that's fantastic and great. And we will do that for next week. Let's see here. So what's happening in the shop this week? So it has been a holiday week, but we've had people here working every day because we have this monster tree of life mystery. It is huge. Dominic came in and said the stacks of fabric were taller than he is. We are die cutting, ironing, and we'll start kidding. So that has been consuming all the resources in the shop all week. And it's great and it's fun. And it's such an accomplishment when we get to push these packages out into the world and make everyone's day. So that is consuming a ton of work, but we also have like Javas that we're shipping out. So I have one of this month's Java bundles. If you have not signed up, it's definitely not too late. This is what our January bundle is. This is going to make an awesome, fantastic batik scrappy quilt for someone. This is what the January bundle is. It will ship next week. It is not too late to sign up. Definitely head on over to the website to learn more. So first big giant announcement. Last week we did our enthusiast appreciation event. Thank you all so much for joining us every day and to, join in all the fun and the giveaways and the merriment and the jokes and the crazy reels that my kids put out there. Thank you all so much for everything. We did say that if you commented on every video for all 6 days, we would give someone a 6-month membership of their choice. And we have that winner to announce today. So the winner comes to us from our Instagram platform. And the winner is here, hold on, because there's some interesting vowels. I don't want to make a mistake because this is super awesome. So the Instagram winner is nurses UEA. So NURSESUEA. Congratulations, you have won a 6-month membership of your choice simply because you watch these videos every day and you put in a comment. So thank you all so much for all of your participation last week. I had a lot of fun. I like putting things in that week because it's pretty quiet. It's between Christmas and New Year's, and it's just fun to join us all the time. Okay, send a message to us, nurses EUA, and we will definitely get you your prize. Okay, so it's the first live of the month, so we get to talk about Cotton Cuts Cares. This is a special platform for me. I love Cotton Cuts Cares. It's our opportunity to give back to the world. And so the organization that we are supporting for this month is Dress a Girl Around the World. So this came to us from one of you guys. We actually had MathGeek7966 on YouTube suggested that we support this organization. We researched their cause, we researched what they do, and we are so excited to announce that they are going to be our partner for the month of January. So that means a couple of things. So the first is every new Java, Modern Maker, Classic, and Chroma Super Pop membership, we will give $5 to Dress a Girl Around the World. This is awesome. This organization, their primary purpose, and the only reason they exist, is to transport dresses to countries with underserved girls that need dresses, that don't have dresses of their own, have never been dressed in something that they can call their own. These are areas of the world where sex trafficking is a thing and girls are targeted who don't have their own belongings. And so this organization gives dignity to these girls by providing them a dress, something they can call their own, something that belongs to them and solely to them. So this is something, our very first project we completed when we had our sewing studio was a dress drive for Dress a Girl Around the World. We love this organization. They're doing fantastic work. So I promised you we would answer the question, can a quilter sew a dress? And so what we are doing at Cotton Cuts is we are sponsoring a dress drive for Dress a Girl Around the World. And so the way this is going to work is everyone in the Cotton Cuts community, whether you're on our Facebook group, whether you're watching us on YouTube, is invited to sew a dress and then head to our website Hold on a second. I'm going to get that up. I am manning the controls today, which is super dangerous, but we're going to do it anyways. So head to cottoncuts.com/cares and upload a picture of the dress you make. And we've got a cute little thermometer there. We want to donate 100 dresses from you guys to dress a girl around the world before the end of March. And so 100 dresses, I feel like we can do this, team. Like, this feels like something we can do. And then to kind of demonstrate that a quilter can indeed sew that dress, I made one yesterday. And so I'm a mom of boys, but yet I was able to make this dress in about an hour and a half. And it's two-sided, and even cooler, it is reversible. And so this dress is going to be dress number 1 as part of our dress drive. And so I used some super awesome cake fabric that we had. I made a bright dress. As everyone knows, I'm a mom of boys. I didn't get a chance to sew very many dresses when they were younger. So this actually makes me super very happy. But this is as easy as it gets, folks. Sewing the dress, it's been a while since I've sewn clothes. But it's not hard. It's one of these things that it's sewing that 5/8 inch seam allowance, like, hurt my 1/4 inch seam sole that I was using so much fabric. But this is apparel. It is meant to be washed repeatedly and used, and it might fall apart. So you have to make sure you accommodate for that 5/8 of an inch seam. I know that we're getting asked questions. The pattern, Jan, is actually on our website at cottoncuts.com/cares. And it's really easy. They recommend a lot of different patterns. There's some simplicity patterns, some McCall patterns. I used a simple two-sided reversible. It was about a yard of fabric of 2 different prints, and you fold it selvage to selvage. You cut out the template. It was, guys, it was really easy. I actually thought it was pretty easy to sew together. However, something for this challenge that everyone needs to know is just sew a dress all around the world. This organization has ambassadors that take mission trips to distribute their dresses. They actually carry them for delivery because they want to make sure that the dress gets to the girl versus intercepted and distributed elsewhere. And so there's ambassadors all over the world. Contact the ambassador and see if they have a preferred pattern that is culturally appropriate for the region they're going. So all of this is on the website, guys. If you head to cottoncuts.com/cares, all the patterns are there. All the tutorials are there. All of the fabrics are there. Like, everything that you would need, you can find on cottoncuts.com/cares, as well as contact information for Dress a Girl Around the World and all of the ambassadors. So everything you need is on the website. And I am looking forward to this. We're one dress towards 100 by the end of March. This is super fun. I'm super excited about this. I love all the comments that everyone is talking about. Yes, Mona did what? I agree that the two-sided to me was super important because kids' tastes, right? You never really know. Like, my boys like one thing different the next. And so I like the idea of having 2 options for the dress. That way it feels like they're getting 2 dresses in one. I also chose to make the largest size in the pattern that I was given. I know for projects like this, the small baby ones are cute. The volume of small dresses is usually a lot, and not a lot of people are making the bigger dresses. So I challenged myself to make the bigger dress because I thought that would be fun as well. So, like I said, guys, this project was easy. All the patterns are on the website. I definitely suggest go checking them out, and definitely check it on the website so we can keep track of everyone's progress and see how we progress towards the 100 dresses. Yes, so Terry, so yes, the dresses do need pockets, so I will be adding pockets to my dress as well. That way they can keep things as they're moving through the villages, moving through their communities. And so everything needs to be sewn down tight, everything needs to be back stitched, and everything needs to be a 5/8 of an inch. So all that information is on the website. Okay, so I'm excited. I love all these comments. You guys, thank you so much for the support on this. We are very much looking forward to this. We are also looking forward to being able to do a monetary donation to this organization to help with their transportation costs. All of that, you guys win, we win, they win, everybody wins, and I love these types of projects. So Mona, you don't mail the dresses back to us. You're going to give them directly to the ambassador, and the ambassador is going to transport them to whatever region they're going to. So all we need is you guys to go to the website, log in with your picture, and then mail it to your ambassador, and away we go. Okay. Next up. So this year, I am taking on a personal project to sew more of my UFOs, my unfinished objects. This is something that's come up a lot. Like you guys, I see all the memes, 2024 is the year I sew all my UFOs and don't sew any new projects and don't buy any new fabric. All of these are flooding our feeds this week. However, for me, I am taking a slightly different approach to it. UFOs feel like something you have to do versus something you want to do at times. And I know I have all of my unfinished projects, and I'm like, there's something different here. I need to take a different approach to it. And so I'm flipping my mindset on my unfinished projects. And instead of making it restrictive and having rules and criteria, I'm going to try and make it fun. So I'm sharing with everyone here what I'm going to do this year. Accountability, right? This is a little terrifying because I'm doing this on live stream in front of everybody that's watching. But I am going to actually use a technique I saw a couple years ago. And so this is a jar, just a regular old jar I had lying around the house. And it is filled with all of my UFOs that I could find. Now, mind you, that is all that I could find, right? So I made a pass to the sewing room, and all the ones that were easy to find, I dropped into this jar on a little wood chip that we had left over from a school project for the boys. And what I'm going to do is once a month on live stream, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to blindly draw one of my UFOs out of here, and that is the project that I am going to finish this month. I'm giving myself a month. Life happens. I'm going to be at a soccer tournament or here, there, and everywhere. But I'm going to give myself a month to finish this because I want to finish it. That is the only criteria here, is that it has to be done within a month. I'm going to write some blogs about this. For me, the biggest learning this year as I do each one is going to be, why is this a UFO? Right? What is it about this project that I did not finish it? Did I run out of fabric? Was it too complex? Did I run out of time? Did I set a deadline that I missed and I didn't want to get back to it? So for me, the biggest journey through this is not that I'm finishing projects and cleaning them out, but why did they become a UFO to begin with? And what am I going to do to make sure I don't build more over time? So this is the first one I'm going to do. So Bonnie Hunter every year, I'm going to hold this up so everyone can see it. So Bonnie Hunter every year does a mystery quilt, and it's about this time her current one's finishing up. Frolic was a design from about 2 years ago, and I am like 80% of the way done with it. I got so far, and then I got tired, and then the kids went back to school. And so I am going to be finishing this quilt this month. I'll put blog posts up about it. And in 1 month's time, I am going to proudly show everyone this finished quilt top. And then we'll do it again. That's it. You guys can take your own approach for UFO. I love this jar method. If you guys want to try it, definitely do it and pull one out. And you guys can finish it in a month. We'll all show each other our awesome finished projects. But this is something I'm going to try. I'm holding accountability here, so hopefully it'll help finish. All right. The last piece we're going to talk about is our community tree. So we are sewing Tree of Life mystery quilts. Those ship at the beginning of February. And we've shipped a piece of fabric to every detective to cut a leaf and then send it back to us with their name and location to help build out a tree. Oh my gosh, like every day the mailman brings a giant box of these leaves. It is amazing. It is fantastic. The response has been overwhelming and has far exceeded our expectations. And so what we have on the tree right now is everyone that had mailed it to us as of last Thursday. If we've received it in the past week, it is now in a jar and we'll draw your name from it and it'll be on the tree next week. So what I'm going to do is show you how our tree is currently living in spring. It's amazing. Like, it is blooming, it is growing, and in a week's time, it's going to be more. If you go to the website, and I'm going to put it up now, Community Tree, we're actually going to post photos of our tree as it blooms and as it grows. So with that said, here comes the tree and how it looks as of now. So I'm going to try and get it so we can see it on both Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. But these are all the people as of a week ago that have submitted their leaves to help build our community tree. It's bright, it's vibrant. There's a lot of fantastic colors here, guys. We love receiving these. Some of these are hand sewn. People are adding embellishments around the perimeter. People are stitching their names in them. Again, this has far exceeded our expectations for this program. And in a week, it's going to be about double this. Like, we have received so many leaves. I am so thankful to see the community showing up. You guys, like, this is going to be something that we are going to post in the shop, and it's going to live here forever. We will finish it and we'll get it off quilted. It's going to be amazing. So with that, we have a winner that we're going to draw. Oh my gosh, you guys, this stack of leaves. So this is what we're using. We're using this cookie jar. And the stack of leaves in here is ridiculous. This is amazing. The tree is going to be so much fuller next week. I think it's going to be experiencing April and January, which will bring me so much joy. So our winner of a free gift is Kimberly Wolfer from Fayetteville, Ohio. So Kimberly, you have won a prize just for simply sending us a leaf back that will be up here next week. So congratulations, Kimberly. Our team will reach out to you and we will get it all taken care of. So as I promised at the beginning of this live, we're going to be giving away a free Chroma Super Pop. If you go to the comments wherever you are watching this and leave us a comment about what's one UFO you want to finish this year. What is one project that is just hanging out, that's been partially done, that's cut but not sewed, and that you want to finish this year? If you put your comments in, we will pick one lucky person that's going to win a Chroma Super Pop. Chroma Super Pop is 3 large spools of Aurifil thread. This month it is low volume, so you're going to get some grays, you're going to get some whites, you're going to get some soft pinks. Low volume is great. It's universal. It can be used for so many things. You definitely want to win this. And we'll pick one person and you'll be able to be broadcast live with me next week because that's fun. And we'll get to hear your story about your UFO. We're making this up. Every week's different. We're figuring it out. Okay, so I think that is literally everything that I have on my list for today. I appreciate everyone so much for joining us. Definitely submit your question for next week. Definitely check in on our tree next week. And we will have a lot more exciting stuff for you. So everyone have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next week. Bye now.